Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
Rest in peace to the boss. Hold on. I just want to get it right. Lachelle Laws was her government name. Lachelle Marie Laws. Oh, she was a Virgo. No wonder she was so fucking dope. Born September 12th, 1969. She was a year younger than me. And she passed away on March 11th. Yeah, the boss, man, like, she's one of the few female MCs that I fucked with. Like, there's plenty of times when I could say, yo, you ain't never see me ride around with no girls fucking mute. Yo, she might be the only one. That fucking deeper and all that. Nah, that was some shit you could ride to. As a man, you could ride to that. That shit was hard. Like, she had some shit. And we was on tour with her back in the days. I shared this story on my IG, how we was on tour with her back in the days. And like, you know, the boss was kind of pretty, but like she had her guard up against, I guess, crazy back then. You know what I mean? Like she would have those dark ass glasses on and she always smoking cigarettes and she just always seemed kind of serious and not that approachable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, and we on tour with this girl, but I don't remember having like any real conversations with her. You know what I mean? Like, Onyx was on that tour, like that was their first tour. Fucking Positive K was on that fucking tour. He might have been the headliner. I believe he was the headliner. And I remember having long talks with everybody in Onyx damn near, you know what I mean? But yeah, she was just kind of reserved back then. You know what I mean? And fast forward, there was a female like rap award not too long ago, a couple years ago. And I remember she was there backstage. She was like, yo, it's me, the boss. And I was like, oh shit, like get the fuck out of here. Like, yo, I used to love your shit. And like, you know what I mean? She seemed more open now. She seemed like she wasn't as guarded. And you know what I mean? She definitely wasn't dressed the way she used to dress. Like she looked more like like a girl type of shit. Like, not that I got dyke from her back then, but she definitely was like, she seemed like she almost was, thank you. I just got a cash app from B Walls. B Walls said, keep grinding, King. Thank you, B Walls. I appreciate you. So yeah, she was just being more mad open. And then I was like telling people in the backstage, yo, this is boss right here. You know what I mean? Like, and people like Buster was like, oh shit, get the fuck out of here. And remember fucking Rottweiler was like, what? Like, yo, you my favorite. Think he exchanged numbers, offering to produce for her, all kind of shit. And I just remember her just looking like, wow, like she didn't really know the type of love and impact that she had in this fucking game. Like, you know what I mean? And I just feel good that I was able to, You know what I mean? In that moment, provide her with a little, you know what I mean? A little inspiration, a little like, yo, I don't know what the fuck you thought, but you made your mark in this hip hop shit. Like you got people that you probably look up to and respect that look and respect you. Look up and respect you as a fucking hip hop artist. Um, yeah. So, man, she might have been telling me she had some health problems at the time. Um, I don't fully remember. I'm not even gonna lie, but they said she had some health problems these past few years, and unfortunately, she passed away on the 11th, just a few days ago. So I'd like to say rest in power to the boss, um, Michelle Marie Laws, um, and my condolences go out to her family and friends, uh, as well as her fans. Much love to the boss. Um, that's right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thank you for the super sticker, beautiful mind. Knowledge, guy. Peace, guy. So you fuck with Spice One? That's my guy. Chico. That's my fucking guy. Ask Spice One, who's the only motherfucker, you know what I mean? That he really knew from New York back in the days. Like when he come to New York, ask him whose crib he used to come straight to in Brooklyn. Go on and ask him. Uh-huh. Him, people like fucking Bun B, Pimp C. Ask him. What about Chakra Doctor and Miracle Food? Shout out to the Chakra Doctor and the Miracle Food. Miracle Food is good. I fuck with Miracle Food myself. Miracle Food definitely is a good detox. You know, it's all about what you're looking for, Donnell. I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to do, what you're trying to heal or cleanse. Um, but yeah, Chakra Doctor Miracle Food is official. Thank you once again, Darnell. Um, Louisiana governor signs a bill allowing individuals 18 and over to conceal carry without a permit or training. Thoughts? Anyone? Truly Zambian said, get some moringa in your diet. Maca root, fresh turmeric root. That's right. He's not lying. Ahmad said, now I know this got to be a typo. Lord, don't you have a song with ugly on the Don't Be a Menace soundtrack? I'm sure you meant UGK. Yes, it is a song with myself, UGK, and Keith Murray, produced by yours truly. It's called Live Wires Connect. Google it, YouTube it, check it out. It actually starts the movie. Terrell McMiller, thank you, my brother. Said much love and respect, LJ. Rest in peace, boss. Welcome back. Thank you, Terrell. Appreciate you. As always. That's a long time supporter right there. Um, it was Louisiana governor. Um, yeah, he just passed a bill. What's his name? Jeff Landry? Is he the governor? Louisiana governor. Trying to find this shit. Um. So, first of all, what do y'all think? Because you know, my stance as far as firearms and shit are concerned is that it's your constitutional right. First of all, um, do I believe you should have training? Absolutely. But does the Constitution say that in order to possess a firearm you need training? No, it doesn't. Um, so again, I'm someone that's I'm in favor of training and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Yes, we should all know about gun safety and all of that. Um, but I don't think any of it should be a prerequisite as to who can have a means of self-defense or not. Um, yeah, in this country, we have the right to defend ourselves, not just against other, but also from a government that may be acting in a way that we would describe as tyranny. Um, these are things that are protected under the Constitution of the United States. If you say that you're a citizen of the United States, regardless, um, then this is supposed to be something that we all are afforded. Um, so all of this shit about people's gun permits and all of this type of shit, like who are the people to permit this? How can someone permit something that is already yours? How can they permit you to have something that's already yours? If I already have a right to do something, how are you going to allow me to do that? I'm already allowed to do it. It's my birthright. It's part of being born. So, again, I'm not saying that we should just put, you know, firearms in the hands of just any old body. Um, I believe that everybody should be trained and have proper knowledge of firearms or any type of weapon that you plan to use. But I don't think the government should have the say so as to who can have what, blah, 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 blah. And I don't feel like you should have to jump through any hoops for the government in order to be able to carry said firearm. What do y'all think? Thank you for the super sticker, Ross Terms. Because I know if Digga was here, she'd be totally trying to be on the opposite side of what I'm talking about right now. Calvin Dickerson, he said, Jamar, can hip hop now be as good as the 90s? Can that ever happened? Is that possible? Well, Calvin, I'm glad you asked me that because we have something basically we have something called the new hip hop renaissance. Okay. The new hip hop renaissance. My boy Five Mics is spearheading the new hip hop renaissance. So you're going to hear certain sounds and certain aesthetics. You're going to see certain aesthetics from the golden age of hip hop scientifically infused into this man's music and into this man's rollout. So just remember, you heard it here first. The new hip hop renaissance has begun. And like I said earlier, how the young are starting to discover, golden age shit, and the same way we discovered, music from our parents' era and all of that type of shit. And hip hop almost gave them a renaissance in a way too, because we just started listening to those records just straight up. And so that's what's about to happen again, a new hip hop renaissance. Nothing will be exactly the same as it was in the beginning, but I think there could be another there can be an appreciation, that's brought back for it. So thank you, Calvin. Truly Zambian said, basically, you're for responsible gun ownership at Yanadameen Godcast. Yes, I'm for responsible gun ownership. Absolutely. But at the same time, I don't feel like the government should say, well, you have to do A, B, and C, and then no. All that A, B, and C shit, you know what I mean? Should be some shit that we all have the discipline to do on our own. You know what I mean? But as far as this motherfucker saying what you should be able to have and not have, that's where all the bullshit comes in at. And that's what I don't support. So to me, a lot of people would look at this law and be like, yo, yeah, that shit is crazy. He's gonna just let anybody walk around with a gun. Like, you know what I mean? First of all, most people are not going to just take advantage of that like that. Like in all these open carry states, like it's not like every single person is walking around with a gun on their fucking hip. Nor are you having shootouts every fucking day in these type of states. Why? Because the motherfuckers know that it's a high possibility that this person can have a firearm. So I better think twice before I pull out my firearm on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? And trust me, it brings down the incidences, not raise them. Somebody said, if they use mental health checks for people buying firearms, people just won't seek help if they're suffering from depression, etc. Yeah, I mean, first of all, we live in a mentally ill society. How dare you how dare you judge people's mental health? You know what I mean? When you promote mental instability, most of these fucking pharmaceuticals that you putting on your uh TV and all of that type of shit, it'd be like side effects. One of the side effects could be suicide. What? Depression, suicide. What? Are you still selling this shit? Suicide. What if one of the side effects is, wanting to go into school and shoot up everybody? Like, you don't think that's a possibility? If suicide is a possibility as a side effect, you don't think shit like that could be a side effect too? And just maybe they might know that and don't want to tell you? Hmm? Hmm? You think they're telling you all the side effects? You think just because they put some bad ones in there, they put all of them in there? You trust these motherfuckers, don't you? Fuck out of here. A1 Drizzy said, how do you feel about Glocks with switches? I don't feel any way about it. I've never shot one. All I know is it makes the Glock like an automatic. As someone who, is about aim and shit like that, I would have to see, you know what I mean? I would have to see its use. Like, of course, up close, to get somebody off of you, yeah, that could be very advantageous to have, especially if they have a high caliber weapon that can shoot fast. You know what I mean? Then a Glock with a switch could be helpful. Listen, it's not about the tool, it's about the user of the tool. Because y'all gonna say, oh yeah, but these little kids, these kids out here with these Glocks with this. Well, young kids that are not thinking right and you know what I mean, don't have a solid foundation of all kinds of shit. They shouldn't be the ones with switches and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? That doesn't make the switch itself evil. People get killed with hammers. Fucking an ashtray is a weapon in one of those what is that, Clue or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? You can kill somebody with a heavy ass ashtray. Do we ban ashtrays? No. But you don't want a crazy ass motherfucker who might beat you in the head with an ashtray holding an ashtray. You see? Now, how do we know who's crazy? We don't. Really, we don't. So how do we really stop these motherfuckers from getting a hold of ashtrays? We really can't. We really can't. You just hope that these motherfuckers, you know what I mean, don't wild out when they get an ashtray in their hands. Okay. But yeah, I'd actually like to try it. I'm sure it's inaccurate as hell. You know what I mean? It's just it's just, so if you can go from that switch to motherfucking single shot, like it's Call of Duty or some shit. Exactly, A1 Drizzy. I seen a nigga get beat with a bottle of hot sauce, he said. Exactly. And nobody's talking about banning hot sauce. Okay? He beat him with a bottle of hot sauce and then poured it down his throat. And he choked on it and died. Like, okay. Well, don't let that nigga near a bottle of hot sauce no more, because he crazy. But that don't mean the rest of us who have a God-given right to hot sauce should now be, have to jump through all these hoops just to get a goddamn bottle of hot sauce just because of this fool. And now you setting up fake hot sauce attacks at schools and shit. I'm just saying. I know you're serious. You think I mean, I'm making jest of it in a way, but I know you're serious. A motherfucker could get beat with almost anything. Anything with heft, okay? You can get beat with. You can get beat with a phone, okay? A microphone. You can get beat with a drum machine. Yeah, anything with heft. You get a speaker, anything with heft. You beat a motherfucker with something with heft. Okay, a tire iron. That's why tire irons are good. They're hefty. Okay? That's right. I pour that hot sauce in your fucking eye. I might blind you. What? And then if it's the big bottle of hot sauce, that shit is hefty. It's hefty. I'll beat you with that fucking hefty hot sauce. What? I'll be like, hefty. You'd be like, wimpy. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's right. Leave motherfucker black and blue with some hefty hot sauce. Don't fucking play with me. Don't you fucking play with me. Shout out to my man Cam up in Connecticut. He hit me earlier today and he almost like forced me to go live today. He's like, Godcast today? To send me a text. I'm like, yeah, today.